I just hiked 24 miles over 3 days in Rawah Wilderness in northwestern Colorado, and it was a lot more challenging than I expected, but also a lot more beautiful. Alright, I'm back at another trailhead. I am doing Camp Lakes, Rawah Lakes, and Twin Crater Lakes Loop Trail. Yep, I had to look it up on my phone to make sure. Here's the sign. I am here, I'm going out. Actually, this is a tiny picture of the trail that I'm doing. Actually, it doesn't even cover, the trail that I'm doing is like this. And then this is where I'll be staying the second night at Upper Camp Lake. It's 23.9 miles in total. So I'll be doing, I'll be doing 7 miles today, 8 miles tomorrow, 9 miles the next day. I think that adds up somewhere around there. This is, I think, one of the most like underrated loops in Colorado, honestly. I haven't heard much talk about this. It's been already beautiful out here. There's just a crazy number of lakes. The road coming in actually is like, the final 6 miles of it is just gravel and you drive past a beautiful lake. And I actually have a friend who is crazily doing the same trail the same weekend as me, but we're not doing it together. He left like 10 minutes ago. He's going counterclockwise and I'm going clockwise. So we'll meet up somewhere along the second day. I thought I had something else to say, but I guess I don't. I'm going to go ahead and get hiking. Okay, I think I'm about like 1.5 miles, maybe if I'm lucky, into the hike, but I found this cool area. The trail's actually right down there. There's like a campsite, and I saw this rock that I could climb on, and it led me to this. Oh, and there's a river down there. Super cool river. Let me see. Oh my goodness, there's more. I don't know how well you can see that, but man, I kind of just want to camp here. This is such a nice spot. And like I said, I'm only doing 7 miles today, which is like half of what I usually do for daily mileage. And you know, I've got so much extra time. I'm definitely like kind of just meandering my way along, and I'm gonna stop and take all the time to check out these viewpoints. But actually, I remembered the main reason that I stopped is to take this long sleeve off. It was like 40 degrees this morning, and now it's probably like 55, 60, and with hiking, you know, obviously that gets pretty warm. So, oh yeah, there's a mountain over there too. That's actually the way that I'm going. I think the first crossroads in the trail will be like at the base of that mountain, and I'll go left. So yeah, that's where I'm going. Yeah, pretty much just gonna sit here, have some of my energy go-go juice, and switch shirts. And I'm not gonna eat anything yet because, well, I don't really have a good reason. I just want to wait till I get to the crossroads, and then I'll stop again and hopefully be rewarded with a view similar to this. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna sit here for a couple minutes, drink some of my juice, and then hit the road again. things I do for you. The things I do for you. Oh man, it's muddy here too. There's a babbling brook up here. Ah. Yeah, nice. Look, babble, babble, babble. This one's cool though. Right here. Yes. Babble, babble, babble. Whoa! Oh, my foot! Yes. This trail has got to have the most downed logs on it of any trail that I've ever seen. The past like half mile has been a downed log. Literally feels like every 200 feet or so. It's I know I've covered a few of my log crossings on film, but there is so stinking many of them. I mean, it really showcases how like underrated this trail is, because I mean, all the major trails have so much maintenance, but this one is, I guess, just flies under the radar enough to keep the logs on it. Either that or they all just came down this year and they haven't, it's still only early June, so maybe they haven't got out here yet, but it's a lot of logs. More logs. Ugh. Oh man. I'm starting to have a couple snow crossings up here. I've got about 1.25 miles left in the day, so I'm almost, and today is like all elevation gain, so I'm pretty much done going up after today. But yeah, fortunately this is like strong snow that I can stand on. I'm not falling through it, but oh boy, there's a lot of snow up here apparently. So yeah, fortunately I don't have too far to go, but we'll see how it turns out. All right, so I've come across a river crossing here and I don't see any bridges that are visible. So I've got the shoes off, dogs are out. It's gonna be a bit chilly, and hopefully I don't fall in, but I'll record it if I do, because this is gonna be a questionable crossing. I don't have any river shoes, so barefoot is the best I've got, so I don't really want to step on all these rocks, but ooh. Yeah, let's oh, that's slippery. I'm gonna have to go up here. I'm gonna take stock of my surroundings here. Looks like there's a little bit, it's a lot thinner over there. I mean, usually wider means easier water, but I don't know. I don't know what the play is here. This stuff feels weird. I don't like this. It's like boggy. All right, what does this look like? Oh. There's a makeshift bridge over here that is entirely crossable. So yeah, I guess, I mean, it's still nice to be barefoot for this because my shoes would have gotten soaked in here. But, oh, let's go ahead and cross and hopefully not get a million pine needles in my foot in the process. Here we go. Nice and easy. Cover girl, easy breezy cover girl. All right. Well, the trail's actually just right there, so I'm gonna go rinse off my feet in the river, let them dry, and then get my shoes back on. I'm about a mile away from the Twin Lakes up here, so not much further to go. Well, I'm officially at Twin Crater Lakes. That mile sucked. It was like, I don't know, it just felt like it took forever. That river crossing, all this snow. This is the trail somewhere under here. My original plan was to camp up here, but I don't think I'm going to be camping up here. Fortunately, I saw a spot like less than half a mile back. That was pretty good. So I'll probably go back, camp there, call it a night there. I am going to find a cool spot to sit somewhere up here and enjoy some lunch because I hiked all the stinking way up here for these lakes. And you know, I'm gonna make the most of it. There's a marmot right there. I see him, or a chipmunk. Yeah, I think the trail technically continues like through here, but anywhere, if I could get over there, that'd be a cool spot to eat lunch. Or even like here, because the second lake is beyond that little bit of land. So this is one of the lakes. I think the trail goes up and around there. But with all the snow, it's very difficult to tell. It is pretty though. So I'm gonna find a spot to eat lunch, and then eat lunch. And then I'll go, whenever I'm done with that, I'm gonna go set up camp. Oh. Well, I have made it to camp, and it's only 2 o'clock. I briefly and kind of still am considering, like, I could go another 7 miles today and make this a 2-day hike, but I don't know, I kind of said I was gonna do it in 3 days and take the time to chill and actually enjoy the miles. And, you know, I'm in a pretty enjoyable spot right here. As long as the wind doesn't pick up overnight, which it seems like I'm pretty sheltered. I'm in kind of a bowl here. The wind has only came from that way so far. Oh yeah, here's a quick tour. There's a tent. There's some things over there. Stuff inside the tent. Fireplace over there. Trees. Got some snow. I recently had these rocks installed, so that's new. And then the backyard here. So yeah, that's the new place. And I think that's about it. I really don't know what I'm gonna do for the next 7 hours until sundown and bedtime. I did bring 2 books. I have audiobooks on my phone downloaded. I have movies downloaded. If I find a comfortable enough spot, maybe I could make that work. When I find a comfortable enough spot, I can read or do whatever for a while. I don't know. I guess the world is my oyster. I've never had this experience before of being at camp 7 hours before bedtime, so we'll see what I get up to. So it's been like a minute and a half since the last clip I filmed, but I actually have an update on my house. I have recently had a living room installed. Look at this chair. It could not be more perfect. I got an end table right there, chair right there. Let me, oh yeah. And that's nice. I could sit here for hours, like actually fairly comfortable. And then this is the view I got looking out from my couch. Sneak around that tree. Yeah. Definitely can't complain. Yeah, this is nice. Oh, it's now 5 o'clock. I've got a big old fire roaring, and I'm going to, sorry for the view of the log. I'm going to dig into here and pull out one of my 2 meals. Today I am having American buffalo goulash. Nice. So, gotta heat up some water, get that going. I'm gonna let this fire, I chucked a lot of stuff on there, but I'm gonna let that go for a while so that it dies down and then I can put it out before bed. But yeah, I got a little supply of wood. But yeah, that's gonna be the rest of my afternoon, is fire, dinner, and sleep. And then, you know, rinse and repeat tomorrow. All right, it's the morning of day 2. I look and feel pretty bleak right now. Starting to feel a little bit better. I probably drank about 1 liter of water so far this morning, so that helps a lot. I've started camping up and these bugs are trying to get into my tent, so no thank you. We've got 7 miles to go today. I feel pretty fine except for like the morning dehydration. My nostrils and eyes are just jacked up. The worst thing that hurts on my body though is I got this righteous sunburn that I'm gonna try to showcase. It's always hard. There we go. I hope that came across because that sucker hurts. So today it's definitely gonna be a hoodie, or I'll be wearing my hat. I have some sunscreen as well that I can put on. Fortunately though, we've got cloud cover, so maybe no more sunburn, but maybe rain, and rain would maybe be worse because I don't have any rain gear with me. I kind of packed optimistically. So yeah, we'll see how that turns out. But for now, I'm gonna finish packing up. Shouldn't take too long. Then I'm gonna have some breakfast, finish my water, filter some more water, and then I'll be hitting the trail. Only 7 miles again today, so should be another short one at camp around somewhere between noon and 2 p.m. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. All right, now I am 100% packed up. Got the bag ready to go, fanny pack, pure fashion by the way. My hat. The sun has come out to play as well. As you can tell, I've got a little bit more energy. I've downed a bunch of water, had some go-go juice, and kind of just rehydrated a bit. And I mean, honestly, the sun out, ooh, who can complain about that? It's freaking beautiful. Man, the morning in the mountains just hits different. When you get that crisp morning sunlight. Also, I don't know how it's so high up in the sky. It's only 8 a.m. Yesterday I felt like it was like at that level at 8 a.m. Strange. But yeah, I got everything packed up. Like I said, 7 miles to go. I think it's about 2 or 3 miles before I hit, why am I so dark? Grassy Pass, one of the two. Then that'll be the highest point that I have left on the trail, the only uphill that I have left. After Grassy Pass, it's all downhill and flat. So, yeah, pretty much final uphill today. Should be pretty chill. I'm gonna get to it. So yeah, this is the trail here. Goes straight there and then continues out on the other side over there. Yeah. It might be just a little bit early in the season. All right. Oh gosh. All right. I've got a bit of a dilemma here. I've got this river crossing, see? I don't really want to take my shoes off and do that. I don't see a bridge anywhere. And it looked cold. But I might just go in my regular old shoes here. I think that's gonna be my option. I'm in there. Let me see how wet they are. No, that's silly. I'm gonna try to cross on these logs. That looks doable. Well, I made it. Yeah, my shoes got a little wet. I crossed on that log. I don't know if they're any drier than they would have been if I had just walked straight across the water, but they don't feel that dry. I guess we'll see how long they take to dry out and whether or not that was a mistake. All right, I don't know exactly what distance I'm at today. I think maybe I've gone 3 miles-ish, maybe a little bit more, somewhere around there. I found a pretty nifty lunch, or not lunch spot, but a quick snack spot. I'm gonna have this bar and that bar, but oh, this is one of the first lakes actually after you come back around from Grassy Pass, which I just did and got a lot of footage of, so yeah. Pretty good little snack spot here. Well, the sun has come back out, and therefore I thought it would be a good idea to apply sunscreen to my legs and the back of my neck, which is already sunburned. And I know I applied sunscreen to the right spot because it hurt like you would not believe when I applied the sunscreen, and about 30 seconds later it still stings pretty good. Let me see if I can get another shot. What are you looking at, camera? That good? It's so hard to tell. Okay, that might be a good shot of my sunburn, but oh my goodness. That's gonna be fun for the next couple days. So I'm now down off of Grassy Pass. What the heck? And this area is just so beautiful. I've got shots of the lake up there. There's a lake right ahead of me here, but this stream is just like gurgling along, right along the side. Like, if I wasn't here, there'd probably just be like 50 moose, some bear. Like this, I mean, the perfect campsite right here in the trees with the creek next to you. Like, it's just so beautiful this second day of this hike. I've heard that it continues to be this beautiful, just with more lakes, more, river crossings. I didn't sign up for this. Let me double check the trail and make sure that this is actually where it looks like it does continue right there. But I'm gonna double check that before I continue on and get my feet all wet. Yeah. Oh, and the rain has like been just toying with me, sprinkling a little bit, being super cloudy, and then not sprinkling. Oh, I can cross right there. So yeah, it's not been bad, and I don't think it will be bad, but yeah, it's just so beautiful here. I had to kind of stop and take a note of that, because everything around here is just green and beautiful, and a precarious log. But yeah, I'm gonna keep on moving now. Swimmable alpine lake I've ever seen. So I've made it to Rawah Lake 1. The other one that was a little bit ago was Rawah Lake 2. But oh my goodness. I honestly think this is like one of the most pristine, beautiful lakes that I've ever seen. You got this creek flowing into it, coming down from Rawah 2 down to Rawah 1. Honestly, if I was so inclined, I would hop in as well, because it's actually like sand on the bottom, and it's not just rocks like every other alpine lake. So it doesn't look like that bad to get in. If Camp Lake is similar to that, where I'm camping tonight, then I'm absolutely, well, I won't say that. I'll consider getting in, depending on the heat and the sun and everything. I do like getting in these alpine lakes, especially when I have time to dry off. But wow, this has just been beautiful so far. It's kind of been more, it's been challenging in different ways than I thought, but it's also been kind of easier. Well, not easier than I thought. I knew I would be doing low mileage. What the heck? Just stuck to my underwear. Got it. Yeah, the mileage has been kind of low, so I knew it'd be a little easier, but it's been challenging in just different ways than I would have anticipated. So overall, and I'm really happy now that I'm like in the beautiful, or the extremely beautiful section of this hike. It's been views along the whole way, but I mean, you just can't beat this. So I've got about 2 miles left to go today. I decided to stop on the backside of Rawah Lake 1 and have some lunch. I've got summer sausage, cheddar, and tortilla. I might have some peanut butter tortilla as well if I'm still hungry after that, but pretty good spot to sit and have a little bit of lunch. I just saw a fish. There's a fish in there. Awesome. So I've made it to Camp Lake. This is Camp Lake. People camping there, somebody camping there. I would not be surprised if there was more people camping that came up throughout the day. Upper Camp Lake is half a mile that way. I am debating whether I want to go up there or not. That's why. The clouds don't look too bad. Wasn't forecasted anything serious. And even if it does rain and I'm a half a mile away, it'll take me like 10 minutes to get back to my camp and get under cover. So really no reason for me not to go up there. But it's only 1:25, so I got time. Plenty of time to do that. What else? Oh yeah, I passed my friend that's also hiking this trail back before Rawah Lakes, like halfway through the day basically. Yeah, that was cool. We kind of shared some intel. Oh my gosh, this bird just dove for a fish. I can't tell if it got one. I don't think it did. Unlucky. Yeah, we shared some intel. Not too much, just like what the campsites were like, what the trail was like. He did not tell me how beautiful those lakes were, I'll tell you that. That guy. What else? There's a lot of snow up there, right on the tip. That's pretty cool. I got to fill up all my waters. That's completely done, which is partially why I got to the lake and got set up so that I could fill my water before going elsewhere. Oh, also, I'm going to have to deal with my hair because it is the craziest. Oh God, it doesn't look that crazy because it's all matted down, but it is the craziest my hair has ever been from hiking. So I'm gonna have to dunk my head and deal with this a little bit. It feels horrible. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna have to dunk my head. That is not getting any better. Throughout the course of this clip, it's been like much worse. Uh-oh. I'll have to keep an eye on that. I mean, look at that. That's nice. Then look at that. That's not nice. And that's what's coming at me. It's even nice over there, but not here. Okay. Well, I'll keep an eye on that, and yeah, probably not too much else going on tonight. Just dinner, relax, and then hit the trail tomorrow and head on home. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta sign off. This is a long clip. All right. Well, it's a little too windy right where I have my tent set up on the water. When it comes blowing off the water like that, my tent gets like smushed. So I think I'm gonna move it up into the woods over there. And I'm not going to take it down, I'm just going to pick it up and carry it. So yeah, that'll be fun. Hopefully the wind doesn't pick up as I'm doing that. Alright, I have officially moved my tent up into this area. You can still see the lake through the trees a little bit, so I'm not that far back. I am kind of smushed in this spot here. Barely even fit the stinking thing. Let me get an aerial of this. Yeah, that is where I'll be camping. I've got a nice big entryway though, so I'm not too worried. Plenty of room for the vestibule, all that good stuff. Pretty happy with that. It is way less windy up here. Even when I was down by the beach, like picking up my backpack and the rest of the stuff, just the wind was blowing like crazy. I would have lost my hat if I didn't have it cinched. So yeah, if it's even at all windy tonight, I'll be happy to not be dealing with that, because it would just be slamming into my tent and like waking me up. And you know, I kind of enjoy my sleep as much as I can get anyways with the on a tiny little blow-up mattress. But also I need to figure out whose bear canister this is and see if they can move that, because yeah, my tent is like 80 feet away, 100 feet away. Right through there. So yeah, that's not what you want. I'm gonna hopefully be around my tent when they come and grab it at some point, or I'll just go knock on doors and see whose bear canister it is. So yeah, right now I'm gonna head up to Upper Camp Lake. It's about a half-mile away, and then see how much time I spend there. I've got my whole backpack, but just everything except for my tent, sleeping bag, and air mat in there, so it's like extremely light right now. And yeah, it'll be a quick half a mile, and then do whatever I want to do up there, relax, whatever, and then another quick half mile back down for rest of the day down here by regular Camp Lake. So yeah, I'll be back with some footage at Upper Camp Lake. Oh, well, I'm in the tent. It's about 7:40. I've been in tent mode off and on for the past like 3 or 4 hours. Just kind of been resting my body. When I first set up camp, my legs and feet were just needed to lay down a little bit, so did that. And then, you know, now I went up to see Upper Camp Lake. I had my dinner down by the lake here, taking a few strolls every now and again, but kind of just been in my tent, passing a little bit of time. Oh, it's been a brutal. I say it's been brutal, but I've done less miles than other hikes, so yeah, it just takes it out of you. But yeah, I'm gonna, you know, probably I got Band of Brothers downloaded right now, so I'm watching some of that, and then when it hits maybe about 9 o'clock, I'll probably switch to audiobooks, and if that doesn't knock me out, then I'll just turn everything off and float away into dreamland. And then tomorrow just got 8 or 9 miles to the car, and that'll be the hike. So yeah, I'm gonna there's noises over there. Turn in. I did get my food hung up, so that was nice. It's like 7 feet in the air. I know it's textbook, but yeah, I got that taken care of. So yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my night. was just laying in bed listening to an audiobook and I heard something making noise over here. I'm glad it wasn't a bear. Jeez, that thing is like 30 feet away from me. Cool. Well, back to bed. Okay, well, I've packed up my camp. Everything that is packable. All of my GoPro batteries are pretty much dead, which is crazy because I have 4 of them. Just gotta eat some breakfast, filter some water, pack the rest of this stuff up, and then I'll be on the road to the car. It's 6:45 a.m., so pretty early start. I just need to hydrate a bit more, and then yeah, I'm gonna finish packing up, filter some water, and get going. Well, I have made it back to the vehicles, and holy cow, there is a lot more people out here than when I set out on this trail. And that kind of makes me look like I park like an idiot. So, yeah. Oh, by the way, I made it back by 10 a.m. The trail maps said it was like, or All Trail said it was like 9 miles, but about at least a mile of that, maybe 1.25 miles to 1.5 miles, was some like add-on loop, literally just an add-on to the trail that had no viewpoints or lakes or anything. That was today, so I didn't do that. I took the straight shot. It was like 0.8 miles maybe instead of the 1.2 or 1.5 that it would have been. But yeah, but dang, overall that was way more brutal than I expected it to be. I think it was, the first day was like all the downed trees. That was pretty tough. All the mud was kind of annoying. I don't mind hiking in wet shoes. I mean, they dry out pretty quick. The worst part though was the sleep for me, and the mornings, which usually are pretty bad. But oh my gosh, last night my sleep was, I had this like random nightmare that gave me the EBGBs all night. So I was like, every time I woke up, which happens a lot when I'm hiking, I was like, oh gosh, what's gonna happen? So it was just not a great night of sleep. And then I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but my nose was like bleeding. I don't know if it was from all the dust or the dry air, the altitude or what, but it was like bleeding the whole time, and it would get big, thick congealed blood in my nose. So I'd like wake up in the middle of the night and have to blow my nose. It was nasty, and it did not feel good. But yeah, that being said, beautiful hike, one of the most beautiful I've been on. I honestly wish that I had gone and not decided to camp up at Twin Lakes, but camped near Rawah Lake 1 or 2, because those spots were so freaking beautiful. They were by far the most beautiful campsites on this trail. And yeah, if anybody else does this trail, I would recommend camping at Rawah Lake 1 or 2. Yeah, but that's me. I'm gonna sign off. Whoa. I'm gonna sign off and you know, get changed. I brought some extra clothes so I can get out of this sweaty filth and then head out of here and go find a burger somewhere. But yeah, Rawah Loops. I don't know exactly what the name of the trail is. It's not Rawah Loop, but I'm sure I'll put it on screen at some point throughout the video. 24 miles, northwestern Colorado, Rawah Wilderness, absolutely beautiful. Oh, and also there's that big road with the lake up there that a lot of campsites. There's a campground like a couple hundred feet that way, so anybody looking to just come up here for a day trip or a weekend without backpacking, totally doable and absolutely beautiful. I mean, you can see where I'm at now. It's just stunning here. So yeah, that's the end of the trail.